for the Sharks, but I'll take it. I'm not complaining at all. Let's go! What is up, everybody? TN Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to another post-game reaction. In this one, I am continuing my coverage of the Nashville Predators, and what a big slice of just joy that I get to talk about right here, because not only do I get to talk about just any win, but it's my favorite kind of win. The comeback! The epic comeback that we witnessed last night. Predators beat the Sharks. Come back to beat them 7-5. Let's absolutely go, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, I need to slow down just a little bit. I'm sorry, friends. I mean, I have my primer, just in case I get a little too hyped. And if I do again, please forgive me, because this is an amazing win! Okay. Let me slow down. All right, we need to get started here. Now, in terms of the history that was made with this great comeback, I will talk about that at the very end, because we got a lot of goals to talk about here. So let's dive right in. Okay, so coming into this game right here, for an epic comeback as this, let's set the stage a little bit. The Predators, they're coming off of 3 straight wins. 3 straight wins. I've talked a lot on my channel in games where, we have, we would beat a great team like the Bruins or, the Jets. We would have, dominating wins. And then I would say, okay, boys, let's build on that. But then, something else would happen. Then we would lose in overtime. And, just all this other stuff would happen. So I was talking about that. And coming into this game right here again, we won 3 straight. 3 straight. It looked like we were starting to build something. We were building great team wins. Looking at the resume, yes, the Knights, that's a great win. Of course, Vegas, they had, they almost came back in that game as well. That would have stunk. And then the Blackhawks, that was one where, we really had to come back to win that one. So, as far as us building something, I thought we were doing a very good job. So, in terms of the schedule, we have played, up until this point, we played great teams. So, some of the best in the entire league. From here on, not only do we have the Sharks now twice, but, we will also face, some other teams lower in the standings, like the Ducks and, the Sabres. So, on paper, it looked like that the schedule, it was going to get easier for us. But, there is always that but. Because this is where teams can get fooled. And this is where crappy teams like the Sharks can make you pay for it. This is called the trap game right here. Trap game. Basically, for those who are unfamiliar with the term, trap game is basically when you play a team that is way worse than you are. And in your mind, you're thinking that, maybe we don't need to play our game. Maybe we could just, back off a tad, But it's still the NHL. Even, the lowest team in the league, the worst team in the league, could beat the crap out of the best college hockey team that you could find, because they are professionals. So they are still a great team, even though in terms of the standings, the Sharks, they are still a formidable team. And yes, you heard that from me. I said that the Sharks were great. I can already hear fans blowing me up on that. But hey, I mean, they certainly know how to score. We will give them that. So, first period, I thought it was important for us to definitely have a good start. Not just to build off of what we've done in the past, but also the Sharks goaltender, Georgiev, coming from the Avalanche. Hey, Alex, man, what is going on, man? not a great year for you, Alex, is it? Not very good. So I thought getting pressure on Alex, that would be a huge key for us. Well, someone definitely got pressure, and it was the Sharks. A minute 7 in. Macklin Halabrini, excuse me. If I'm gonna say his name, I might as well, I might as well say it right. The number 1 overall pick in last summer's drafts. A kid who, I believe he's second in scoring among rookies right now. Very good player, very skilled, knows how to skate. Well, of course, they all know how to skate. But the point is, he is a great player. And this right here proves it. 107. Macklin blows through the zone. He gets in behind. And my boy Roman Yossi, he was trying to catch up with the youngster, but he beats him to it. And he beats Saros, too. And just like that. Sharks up. 1-0. Big time bummer. Again, I was coming in here thinking that we were going to at least establish our game, right from the very start. So after that, I'd say midway through the first, we had this really good shift where we were getting shots off. So I was slowly in my mind, I was trying to forget about that first goal. I was all right, the kid got us off guard, yay, good for him, all that stuff. So we do have a good shift. We don't score, but it is still a good shift. But then here comes the Sharks again. It's Luke Cunnin, the former Predator. Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? I feel like this is a thing now. Every other game, I'm talking about a former Predator scoring on us or having a good play on us. What is up with that? It's crazy. You know what it is? We make such good players that teams want to steal them. That's the reason right there. So Luke Cunnin, this shot that he took, it was one of those where I was like, where did the puck go? The dude shot it so fast that it legit went into the net, based on the replay. But during just the live feed, it was one of those things where is the puck? I was just assuming that Saros had it, or God forbid, it did one of those bank off of the wall thing that Alec Martinez did. That would have been rough again. But no, it was just a hard shot by Luke, and now the Sharks are up 2. And then on their very next shots, it's Mikhail Granlund, another Predator. Another Predator. And you know what kind of stinks about this as well? Is that my brother, I love you, bro. He actually got me this puck for Christmas. And this was this was a goal that Granlund scored. And I think it was against the Blue Jackets. Yeah. It was an overtime goal that he scored against the Blue Jackets. So, yeah, that one kind of hurt to see Granlund score. So, it's 3-0. And I'm sure other Preds fans were with me when we're sitting there going, what is happening? What is happening to this team? Did you see look what we did against Vegas, against the Blackhawks coming back how we did. That Blackhawks game where we were down, we were down going into that third period. Here, we're down 3 goals in the first period to the Sharks. That I don't get that. We beat the Wild 6-2, and we're losing to San Jose 3-0? That don't make sense! That's impossible, but it's happening. So finally, we get on the board, 12-20. So we win the draw. Shen gets it on it, and then Tommy Novak, he scores, baby! So now I'm thinking, okay, now this is it, okay? At first, when Celebrini scored, I was like, okay, that was a bad shift. So now, after being down 3 and then scoring, I was like, okay, that was a bad period. So now we can get back to playing our game. But 1931 in the first, it's like what was it, 27 seconds left in the first period? It was under 30 seconds. Barron, he just turns, oh my gosh, Barron. He turns he turns the puck over. It was a bad turnover by Barron. Then Wenberg, he finds Wallman and the Sharks. Just like that, they have the 3-goal lead back. Second period. Here they come again. To drive the nail in further right here. 4:28 on the power play. 8 seconds after the Sharks, they have the man advantage. They score. And again, the Sharks, while they are having a bad year, which I know that is a common theme with them, they still have great players who are very skilled. And on this power play, great job by them. We had, like the 7th best penalty kill in the entire league. And the Sharks, they scored on this like they were like the best power play team in the entire league. Great team effort here. So Celebrini, he went just right to the net. And then he found Eklund. And then he found Granlund again. And he scores his second of the game. Look, folks, I was like stunned. Like you ever watch a sports game or a sports play and you're just in a state of like disbelief where it's like you can't say anything? That's like how I was. I was upset. I was angry. I was all these emotions because we're getting destroyed by the Sharks. And we were a way better team than this. Absolutely. And going back to something I said in the Blackhawks game when they were leading, I was like, guys, something's wrong here. There's no way we would do this. And there's no way this would happen against the Sharks. Again, like great team though. And here was the turning point in terms of the mentality for us. Because something had to click. Something had to click. You know, we could have easily everyone could have. I mean, like Coach Bruno, he could have said himself, guys, it's just it's just not our night. We've had games like that where it is not our night. He could have easily said that. Plus, there was nothing really at stake here to kind of set the stakes. This was a regular season game. We're pretty low in the standings right now. Of course, we're just playing for like a morale. So. Plus, we had this big road trip to think about. We had all this stuff going on. And we had a great homestand. Absolutely we did. So, Coach Bruno and this team, like, they easily could have said, guys, it is just not our night. It is just not our night. But what have we learned from this Preds team right here? We've learned that the team bond is increasing every single game. Every single time when it seems like we are down, we find a way to win. We find that grit. It was missing for a while. It was. But now we can start to see it. Again, 3 straight. 3 great wins. Now, we are in another spot where we are down. We are down by a lot. Down by a lot. Even if we scored a lot of goals, we would have to play a complete game from then on. Because we can't just score goals and then allow the Sharks to answer. We have to play a complete game on both ends of the ice. We'll leave it to this team right here to fulfill that. Fulfill that promise right there. All right. So, here we go, baby. Let's talk about it. All right. So, here we go. So, on the power play, Predators are back on the power play. It is Fedor Svechkov scoring on the man advantage. He scores his 5th of the year. Give the assistants, and Tommy Novak. Guys are stepping up. And that's what I've said also. I've said that a lot. In order for us to be a championship team, we need depth on our roster. Colin Sissons, he scored in the last game. Good for him. Good for him, absolutely. When Colin gets going, it is scary. Tommy Novak, good for him as well. He is doing great. So, and then at 13:33 in the second, it's Barron who scores. Justin Barron, man, good for you, bro. Hopefully that gave him a little sense of redemption as far as allowing that that Sharks goal toward the end of the first period. Good for him. And then third period. So now it is 5-3. 5-3 Sharks. Still have some work to do, But this is the moment right here that made me just really proud. And it was actually a moment where I was like, yeah, we are going to win this game. Jonathan Marchessault, he scores 28 seconds into the third period. Let's go, Jonathan! Let's go! I've been so impressed with Jonathan Marchessault, in just, he has taken on such a leadership role in his very first year as a Predator. Like, of course, when we signed him, I was like, yes, like we are getting some skill. But you know what? We also got a leader. We got a leader because we need those voices in the locker room. Like, not just one. The more leadership voices that we have, the more voice of influence that we have, the better our morale is. And it proves it right here. So Johnny, he scores his 15th of the year. He has been amazing. And then on the power play is my boy, 523, Roman Yossi. He scores, baby. Let's go. Again, we're down 5-1. 5-1. Could have easily just called it home, called it quits. But no, we do not give up. We keep going, baby. That's the stuff that gets you a championship right there. And then Blankenberg at 809, he scores his 3rd of the year. Which hopefully now, whoever's watching this, if you are for any of the NHL people who run that website or the app, put Barron's face and Blankenberg's face onto the app, please. I'm sick of looking at just this blank faces, man. Come on, just give them their due. They've earned it. Absolutely, they've earned it, baby. And then finally, to put the cherry on top, Philip Forsberg. He scores on the empty netter and the Predators win. Let's go! Woohoo! Yes, baby! Predators once again. A gritty win. A team win over the Sharks. We win 7-5. Whew, man. You know what? These are the wins right here that make me proud to be a Predators fan. Even though this year, on paper, has not been what it's been, or at least what I hoped it was going to be, we still have great wins like this that just make me so proud of this team right here. And this is what hope, again, it gives me so much hope for Coach Bruno and the management, Barry Trotz and what he's doing. Absolutely, because this was a team effort. A team effort right here. I mean, down 5-1. 5-1. And the Sharks, yes, they have been known to surrender big leads. When they played the Bruins, they going into that third period, they were in a pretty good spot to win that game. But I think Boston, they scored 4 straight goals to beat the Sharks. It was 6-3. And here, once again, the Sharks, they have a great lead, great scoring, and then they just absolutely collapsed. They left the door open for us, baby, and we took advantage, and we walked right through it, baby! The Predators! Let's go, baby! And, I want to say something else, because, man, I haven't had this feeling, this much just elation in a while. And to me, it's kind of, it's kind of emotional, and it's kind of fitting that this great comeback win, the largest comeback in Predators history, came against the Sharks, because there's a piece of merch, or there's this here it is, this picture frame right here. I know y'all might not be able to see it, but this is a picture of when Mike Fisher, he scored the game-winning goal in triple overtime to beat the Sharks. That was in May of 2016. It was May 4th and 5th. I remember that very vividly. Excuse me. So, it was kind of fitting that this big comeback happened against the Sharks. Just whenever we play the Sharks, it seems like some big, historic mark is always reached. So, hey, I love it, man. Hey, next time Sharks are in Nashville, I'm going to look for tickets. Because, what could happen for this game? Anything can happen from this. We can come back down 5-1, or we could be there until 1 a.m., I think. It was a very long drive, but it was worth it. And this one right here, great team win right here. Awesome team win, just absolutely, man. I've said what needed to be said. Lately we've been pulling a lot of rabbits out of out of our hats. We've been doing a lot of epic comeback wins. I don't mind it. I love it. Absolutely. I don't know how long we can keep up that, but hey, again, I'm along for the ride. And let's just keep doing it. When we play the Sharks again at their place. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army And a honey salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Go Preds!